What is up, guys? Dzeeff here, and today we are opening up a box of Blazing Vortex. This was sent to me by Konami, so thank you to Konami for that. And yeah, we'll just get right started here because we don't want to waste any of your guys' time. This set has some pretty cool new cards that I'm excited for. I think the big one that is on everyone's mind is Pot of Prosperity, a new Pot of spell that will really change things, I think, because it is a card that you can play in decks that can't necessarily play Desires or Extravagance. If you care about banishing your main and extra deck cards too much, I think Pot of Prosperity is the Pot of card for you. So that card's pretty exciting. I think the Underworld Goddess of the Closed World is pretty cool as well. As a going second Link 5 option in your extra deck. White Baking, nice, that's a cool card. Skull Servants there. It'd be cool to pull one more of those in this box so that I can have an entire play set. But yeah, Blazing Vortex also has new Armed Dragon cards. The Armed Dragon Thunder archetype, which is a new version of the Armed Dragons from way back in the day, which is pretty cool. There's one of those cards now. Armed Dragon Thunderbolt. So that is obviously the cover card of the set here. We have Armed Dragon Thunder level 10. So that's obviously a pretty important archetype in this set. There was 19 world premiere cards. I actually got to reveal a couple of them, which is pretty cool, but there's obviously the new War Rock archetype. So we have S-Force Gravitino, I think that's how that's pronounced. S-Force is a new archetype in Blazing Vortex. This is an ultra rare from that particular theme. But yeah, the Warrock archetype, which maybe was a tad bit overhyped from the community. I mean, even when just the name was out there, and then when we got just the artwork of 2 cards, people were like, this is going to be the next big thing. But yeah, maybe not so much, but possibly in the next set. Who really knows? We have S-Force Aura Fist for our super in that pack. Ojama Pink. Yeah, Blazing Vortex, that's actually the wrong pile. Blazing Vortex has lots of legacy support. Obviously, White Baking, Ojama Pink, support for older archetypes. But yeah, I think Blazing Vortex is, it does have some cool cards in there, like I already mentioned. I also think that Heavenly Zephyr Miradora is a nice card as well. And as always, you have a chance of pulling a Starlight Rare. Oh yeah, we have new Metal Foes in here too. A lot of new Metal Foes, actually. So we have a Para Metal Foes Fusion Monster, a level 7 Pendulum Fusion Monster right there if you're a Pendulum fan. And yeah, so this set has some cool cards still to try. That's like a card trader, I think, but worse in some ways. But we'll take a look here and see what we can pull. The big cards I'm looking for, obviously, are Pot of Prosperity and that Underworld Goddess. We have a new Constellar Super Rare here. I think that Pot of Prosperity will be a very interesting card. I'm really curious to see how many different decks people play it in. I think it's going to be very good. You know, we've seen a lot of really good Secret Rare Pot of cards. We have Materia Reactor Gigadra. So this is a new archetype. There's only 2 cards in Blazing Vortex, so we have a rank 3 and this monster, so that's it, but maybe more support in a future set, or maybe it'll just be a 2-card archetype. I was talking about War Rocks a little bit, so the War Rock archetype, we know they are getting more cards in Lightning Overdrive, which should be pretty exciting. Okay, our first secret rare here, we have S-Force Bridgehead, which I believe is a Searcher field spell for the S-Force archetype, with some other bonus effects as well. The S-Force cards actually sort of interact with a lot of the other cards in the Yu-Gi-Oh lore, which is pretty cool. We don't always see archetypes interacting with other archetypes in the actual card artwork, so it's pretty cool to see that. And we have Dual Avatar Empowered. This is a level 7 fusion monster for the Dual Avatar archetype, which was released a little while ago, so we got some more legacy support there. But yeah, as I was saying, we're getting more War Rocks in Lightning Overdrive. We got the little blurb for that set revealed a little while ago. It mentioned that there would be more War Rocks, so yeah, we'll have to see what they can actually give them. Tri-Brigade Kit, that's pretty cool. More support for that deck. There's other cards for that archetype in the set as well. The War Rocks right now, they have a couple good cards. The field spell is pretty good, and I think the one that special summons itself from the hand is pretty good, but they might need a lot of good cards in the next set to really be a competitive deck. We have Wind Witch Chimes for a super. That's actually kind of a cool card. I thought it was a Lunalight card for a second, but it is a Wind Witch, of which there are a couple, no pun intended, of which there are a couple in this set besides that one, so that's pretty cool. Last pack on this side, let's take a look here. We have the Fabled level 6 Synchro Monsters. So Fabled is obviously an older archetype from back in the day, long time ago, that was released in Dual Terminal, but yeah, we have some new Fabled cards in this set. I personally know a good friend of mine who loves the Fabled archetype, and we always kind of joked about new Fabled support over the years. There's the other Mateer Reactor card there, so you have a rank 3 and a level 3, and they can do some pretty funny stuff, even with cards like Jerry Beans Man, believe it or not. But yeah, over the years we always joked about new Fabled supports, and it really never came. But now we actually do legitimately have a new Fabled support, and that is awesome. I know he's pretty excited. We have Metal Foes Vanisher for our super rare there. Yeah, Metal Foes, obviously a top deck that debuted back in 2016, believe it or not. Metal Foes are 4 years old, which is pretty crazy. Time flies when you're playing Yu-Gi-Oh! But that was a fun format. You had Metal Foes, you had another Wind Witch Chimes, you had Metal Foes, you had Blue Eyes decks, you had lots of cool stuff back then. That was a good format in Yu-Gi-Oh's history. Alright, what will be the next secret rare that we pull, or maybe even a, okay, we have Armed Dragon level 10 white. I thought this was a secret for some reason, but I guess it's not. I guess just the E-Telly card and the Armed Dragon Thunder level 10 is a secret rare, but so we have Armed Dragon level 10 white as our ultra rare there. You can play that in your Armed Dragon deck if you want to. Go through there. Okay. It'd be cool to pull a Starlight Rare. I have only ever pulled one Starlight Rare ever in my life. EMR, what is, oh, that's like Machine King, right? Perfect Machine King. Tribute one machine monster, then target one card on the field. For every 1,000 original attack of the tributed monster, destroy those cards. I think I remember even talking about that card. Holy crap. That is a card I totally forgot was in the set. But yeah, I've only ever pulled one Starlight Rare. It was in my case opening of Rise of the Duelist. We pulled a Starlight Ecclesia, which was pretty exciting. There's another retrain of an older card there, Mahavelo. But yeah, that was a pretty exciting experience. I was kind of in disbelief, honestly, when I pulled it. Not sure how likely I am to pull one ever again, but that experience was pretty darn cool. We have a Dragoonity Knight. Dragoonities are getting some more support in the future here on the TCG as well. They already have those in the OCG, but in the TCG we are getting it in just a little while, so that'll be pretty nice. I think that's actually in Ghosts of the Past or whatever, so that's pretty cool. Going along here, Psychic Eraser Laser, a card that I got to reveal alongside Underdog and some other cards, but this was a world premiere that I got to reveal. Always cool to pull those. I actually really want to own Underdog just because, you know, that's like the first world premiere card I ever got to reveal, and that's really exciting, so I really want to own that card just in real life. But we have Armed Dragon Thunder level 10. So that is the cover card of the pack, as you guys can see here. Pretty cool card for Armed Dragon players. You can play that alongside all the new support. And yeah, it also has some cool lore here. You can see the effect. We've talked about this on the channel before, but it has like 1, 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000, which is an anime reference if you guys didn't know. So that's pretty nice. All right, just a couple packs left in the box here. Let's see if we can pull anything else that's crazy awesome. We've got Steel Star Regulator, Fairy Archer Guy, S-Force Professor, S-Force Showdown, and oh nice, okay, that's actually really cool. I totally forgot about this card. I talked about this card pretty recently, but it's a really cool super polymerization target that I think we'll definitely see play sometime in the future. Maybe not right now. We're kind of in a metagame where there are a lot of control decks, but I think sometime in the future we will see this card being played as a super polymerization target. Some people have talked about using it with Miracle Synchro Fusion, which I guess could be okay, but I think overall super polymerization is the main way that I'm going to be summoning this card. It takes one Synchro, one Xyz monster, and one Link monster, and there have been plenty of decks, nice Armed Dragon, there have been plenty of decks in the past that have been able to summon all three of those types of monsters on turn 1 with their ending board. But what's even cooler is that you don't even really need your opponent to have all three of them. If you summon one of them yourself, then you can just use 2 of your opponent's monsters, which is kind of nice. We have Spriggan's Watch for our final super rare in today's video. But I think it's kind of cool, like in Salamangreats, you could just summon like any Salamangreat monster and make a Balinx, and then go into this guy. If your opponent has a Synchro and Xyz monster, that could be kind of cool. So overall, I think the card will probably see a lot of play sometime in the future. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you later. Goodbye.